Well, in my personal career, there were important lessons I learned in leadership during the years I was a sportscaster. There were others during the time I was working in the San Francisco Giants organization and watching it firsthand from the management side. There were others during the time I was on the town council, trying to create harmony, cohesion, a sense of excellence in an entire community. Those were all interesting times. Being a producer of children's television programs, watching the children, and interestingly, part of my job was to manage the parents of these gifted kids. All of these were interesting times for me to do that. And then when I'm teaching yoga, I discovered this inner place in which, how does the percolating stew mix of all of the chemicals that go on in our body, all of the things we've learned, how does that produce a certain way of seeing the world that may or may not accrue to leadership? That, and then I've had the pleasure of having sort of, I guess, a most masculine, feminine, ruthless leadership shown to me by my wife, who is an incredible facilitator, powerful woman, and got me to understand things about myself, to grow in ways I did not think possible during our relationship. There is a beautiful movement happening right now where the feminine, nurturing, understanding, empathetic leadership style is beginning to be adopted and taken into corporations and other places where leaders are trying to figure this out. I want to make some sort of balancing, honoring occur for the more masculine form of leadership, which is intense and transformational, almost ruthless in its intensity about we will accomplish, we will win the Super Bowl, we will create the best possible product, we will serve our clients better than anyone thinks possible. And the level of intensity matched and blended with this nurturing awareness is my vision of what the ideal leader of the future will be. My understanding of having a blend of the nurturing and the ruthless, I'll call it, form of leadership shows up in sports all the time. I had the pleasure of being around great coaches like Al Attles or Chuck Noll, or spending time in the dugout with Billy Martin. What an experience that was. And to see these different styles shows me that there are many different ways to create success in an organization, and to blend them, to know when to apply which style to which part of the team, and still always hold this intense, vivid. Bill Walsh, I should mention him, the best teacher sort of leader I ever saw. These different styles can be used by the modern leader when the time's appropriate. The biggest threat to leadership in general is thinking that my strength will always work, instead of recognizing that I must continually adapt so that I'm able to see this situation, its particular nuances, and make my leadership choice based on that specific situation. We work with executives, and the overt or objective goal is to make a business shift, make a difference in the way the business operates, the client is served, the product is created. That's the surface of it. The underlying piece is the leaders, the founders, the people who are making the real choices in the business and hopefully serving their employees well, are taken from this place of being fear-based really, anxious because they are charged with getting a result, and instead are allowed to find fulfillment so that their decisions come from a place of clarity, not in the dissonance of fear and anxiety, but from a place of knowing. They begin to be able to be in connection with the employees, connection with the client or the product, in ways that things happen from a clear, sane place instead of the fear-based place that much of modern life emanates. So that's, I think, the understanding I've been trying to convey. Do you get it? Do you want to get it? I'd love to help give it to you.